Pleasant morning, children. In today's session, we are going to continue with Unit 17, Animal Kingdom. Under this topic, we'll learn about two classes today. One is class Aves and the other one is class Mammalia. So now let us go into the topic. What do you mean by Aves? Class Aves, which include birds. Aves means birds. We have so many different types of birds around us. So we are going to learn about the birds today. Class Aves include birds. Birds are homeothermic organisms. What do you mean by homeothermic organisms? They are warm-blooded animals with several adaptations to fly. So the body of birds are adapted to fly. The spindle or boat-shaped body is divisible into head, neck, trunk and tail. So the body of the bird is divisible into four parts. One is head, the neck part, the trunk part and the tail part. The body is covered with feathers. The body is covered with feathers. Forelimbs are modified into wings. Forelimbs are modified into wings. So they are meant for flying. So forelimbs are modified into wings for flight. Hind limbs are adapted for walking, preaching or swimming. So the body of birds, the hind limbs are adapted for walking, preaching or swimming. The respiration is through lungs. Respiration takes place through lungs which have air sacs. So the lungs are provided with air sacs. The bones are filled with air, that is, we call them as pneumatic bones. What do you mean by pneumatic bones? They are air-filled bones. It helps to reduce the body weight. They lay large yolk-laden eggs. So birds lay eggs. They are covered by hard calcareous shell. So eggs are covered by calcareous shell. Example, parrot, crow, eagle, pigeon, ostrich, etc. We have lot of birds around us. So here in this picture you can see the air sacs. So the lungs are provided with air sacs. So respiration takes place through the lungs which has air sacs in it. So inhalation and exhalation of air takes place in the lungs along with the air sacs. In this picture you can see the bones of birds wherein the bones are filled with air. They are air-filled bones which is called as pneumatic bones. So these bones are weightless which helps the bird to fly easily. Here you can see the human bone which is very hard and heavy. It is not in the case of birds, so they are air-filled bones which is called as pneumatic bones which reduces the body weight. It helps to fly easily. So they lay a large yolk-laden eggs. They are covered with hard calcareous shells. So they have hard calcareous shells. Examples: parrot, crow, eagle, pigeon, ostrich, etc. Is it clear, children? Class Aves is clear? Now, let us move to the next class, Mammalia. We call them as mammals. Class Mammalia, mamma means breast, provided with mammary glands. So mammals are warm-blooded animals. Mammals are warm-blooded animals. So human beings are included under mammals. We are under mammals. What do you mean by warm-blooded animals? So these warm-blooded animals, the body temperature remains the same. The body temperature remains the same. It will not change according to the external temperature. So it remains same whether it is hot or cold outside. So what is our normal temperature? 97.4 degrees Celsius, isn't it? So it remains the same. The skin is covered with hairs. Sweat and sebaceous glands, that is oil glands. The body is divisible into head, neck, trunk and tail. Here you can see the sweat and sebaceous glands. The skin bears the sweat and sebaceous gland, which is called as the oil glands. The body is divisible into head, neck, trunk and the tail part. So it is divisible into head, neck, trunk and tail. Females have mammary glands. The female organisms have mammary glands which secrete milk for feeding the young ones. So mammary glands secrete milk for feeding the young ones. The external ear or pinnae is present. So the organisms have external ear which is called as the pinnae. Heart is four-chambered. The heart is made up of four-chambered and they breathe through the lungs. They have the lungs and the heart is provided with four chambers, that is two auricles and two ventricles. Except egg-laying mammals. So here in this two picture you can see they are the egg-laying mammals. They lay eggs and they are under the group of mammals. Example, platypus. So this is platypus and this is spiny anteater. So these two organisms come under egg-laying mammals. Except these two, all other mammals give birth to their young ones. They are called as viviparous organisms. Placenta is a unique characteristic feature of mammals. Example, rabbit, rat, human beings, etc. So we all come under the group of mammals. Is it clear, children? Today's session, class Aves and class Mammalia. So we come to the end of this chapter. This chapter gets over with this video session. Next session we will continue with the notes for it. Thank you, children. See you in my next session.